Hey yo, what is up FPG fam? Further here, welcome back to another Zenless Zone Zero video. Today's video, I simply want to yap about Astra Yao. I want to give you my thoughts, my opinions, my early impressions of this character. Now, unfortunately, I don't have hands-on experience with her because I'm not in the Hoyo Creator Program. I don't have early access. I would love to get that at some point in time, hopefully in the future. But I was able to view other creators' videos on Astra Yao. Massive shout out to them. They all did a fantastic job. And I do have some concerns when it comes to this character in particular. So I wanted to talk about that. Once again, give you my early impressions. Now, without having hands-on experience, I could be completely wrong about this character. I would have to wait until I really use her in game to then give you an overall impressions of her. But I thought, why not provide you my thoughts just in case you guys care what I think and if you should pull and my concerns surrounding her. So I do hope you enjoyed today's video. If you do, drop a like, sub if you knew, all that good stuff. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. As always, let's go ahead and hop in. First, talking about all of what Astra Yao is able to do as the first limited 5-star support, because she is doing a lot, and rightfully so, right? She's the first limited 5-star support. But if I'm being honest and transparent, I think she's doing a little too much. I don't think she needed all of this, at least this early on in Zenless Zone Zero's life cycle. But you can let me know what you guys think about it. So first and foremost, she's giving a 20% damage bonus to the squad. She's also providing a 25% crit damage to the squad. She's also providing 1200 attack and 2950 healing after the ultimate, which all of that in of itself, if that ended right there, would make her an incredible character, right? Because she's doing far more than what any other support in the game is doing currently. And then you think you put her on certain teams and things are going to be busted, which leads to my concerns, which we'll talk about here in just a second, because that's not all she does, right? Moving on from there, she also provides the quick assist mechanic to where your characters can spam quick assist, and I believe this is after she uses her skill. And then after she uses her ultimate, not only does she get the healing or provide the healing to the squad, she also then provides 2 chain attacks for free without even having to stun the enemies, which is like a new mechanic in tandem with the quick assist, which is not only going to lead to what I believe is going to be very fun gameplay, but also some really good damage numbers. Now, this is all fantastic, right? Especially, well, all players, this is great, right, for anybody's account, but I think this is especially good for free-to-play players, for new players to the game, or for individuals that want a more comfortable play style, or players that might be you know, not that skillful. Astra Yao is going to be a phenomenal pickup for your account. Now, is she a must pull? I talked about this in my last video. No, I don't think she's a must pull. I think if you passed on her, skipped her, just for whatever reason, let's say you don't like her, you don't like her design, you don't like her gameplay, you skipped her, your account's not going to be bricked. I think she's a very high priority, probably the highest priority pull, but I don't think she is a must pull. Hopefully that makes sense. But she is doing a lot, and she's providing the team a lot, and she's going to be universal, meaning she's not niche to a specific element or to a specific faction to get these buffs. No, she's providing these just kind of across the board. And then she also has the passive for attack and anomaly, which is great because those are the 2 that you're going to be wanting to buff up anyways. Are your DPSs are going to be attack and anomaly. Now, here are my concerns when it comes to Astra Yao. I'm afraid that with all of what she's doing, all of these buffs, all of these new mechanics, the healing, which I don't think is necessary, this early on in Triple Z's life cycle, I'm hoping is not going to trivialize the game for a lot of people and make the game far too easy. Now, that is with the caveat and asterisk that they don't come out with some incredibly hard content that requires Astra Yao, but then the caveat to that is that then people are going to have FOMO for not having Astra Yao, because you kind of need Astra Yao to clear that content, if that makes sense, right? So it's kind of one of those balancing acts. Is that gray area is something that they have to figure out, because if Astra Yao makes the content that we have right now way too easy, let's say on a Miyabi Yanagi team, and they're just absolutely, you know, steamrolling and stomping content, then it's not going to be very fun for a lot of people after a certain amount of time, you know, especially veterans or players that are skillful that want to be challenged. They pull Astra Yao and then be just steamrolling content for your team, at least one side of it, and then making the other side not have to be that great with the other team because, you know, you already steamrolled the first side. It's just, that is my concern when it comes to Astra Yao. I'm hoping that's not the case. I'm hoping these are in line with, you know, the content and everything that is coming out, but I'm afraid that she's just going to be that OP of a support character. And then it's just going to be kind of GG's from there, because I'm thinking of the teams that you could put together and the teams that we already have right now, and they're doing a great job clearing the content. It's just like, did you need all this, or did you need to provide Astra Yao all of this? I get it, because this is going to make her premium. It's going to make you pull. It's a business standpoint. This is a great thing, but I just think this might have been a little overkill with everything that she's doing. But you can let me know your thoughts down below in regards to that, whether this is just overkill or not. Once again, I don't think she's a must pull. I think she's a high priority pull. Now, the other thing when it comes to Astra Yao, I think her character design is a 10 out of 10. I think her kit is a 10 out of 10. Her gameplay, some aspects of it, is a 10 out of 10. You know, in terms of her dodge, her idle animations, her attacks in general, they all look great. But I'm going to be quite honest with you. I think she has a bit of a boring gameplay style. Meaning it looks like all you do is just skill, and then you just spam quick assist with your other two characters until she has her ult, and then you ult, and then, you know, gone again. And you don't use her unless you're gonna main her for whatever reason. It just seems like you throw her out there, you throw the skill down, you let her sing in the background. I mean, even in I Went to Lose Gaming, massive shout out to that creator that did an Astra Yao early access guide, literally put her out before the stage, outside of the stage, went into the stage. She's on the outside singing. You don't even have to have her in there. That boggled my mind. I couldn't believe it. Like, you can actually do that? Yeah, you can actually do that. That's insane. So her gameplay style just doesn't seem to fit mine personally. It doesn't seem as if you're going to be using her all that much, which is unfortunate, unless once again you plan on maining her. It's just one of those things, right? And then the last thing I did want to talk about is her W engine. It doesn't seem as if her W engine is going to be a necessity, which is a great thing, right? You can pull it if you want to. It's going to be probably her best in slot. Actually, it is. And it's going to be beneficial. But if you skip it, there's some really good 4-star options that you can go with, like the Vault or Kaboom, or the other one. I forgot what the other one is. I do apologize. There's another one. There's plenty of options. Let's just put it that way. So her W engine's not one that you're gonna have to pull on, but you could skip on that if you want to and save some of your pulls. That's really the last thing that I did want to talk about when it comes to Astra Yao. I think she's a phenomenal character. I think she looks great. I think she's going to be a good addition to the game for the most part. I just have some minor concerns in terms of how much she's buffing, how much she's supporting, how OP she's looking to be. I mean, the damage bonus, the 20% and the 25% crit damage, those are, I think those would have been good in of themselves, and then maybe the healing, and then maybe the new mechanics. But, you know, throw top on the 1200 attack, and then new mechanics, and then everything else. It just seems to be a little nutty, a little overboard. But once again, I don't have hands-on experience with this character. I don't know what the new content's going to be in terms of difficulty. So I could be completely wrong when it comes to all of this. This is once again just my early impressions from what I've seen, not what I've been able to play. Once I'm able to get my hands on her, once again, I'll go ahead and give you my full impressions on her and what I think and how she fits into Zenless Zone Zero, the current climate, especially with some of these nutty teams, and then go over certain team builds and stuff like that. Once again, I mentioned Miyabi and Yanagi. I think that team's going to be goated, but there's also some other really good teams that I want to try and put together and see how they synergize and how cohesive they are. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get on out of here. Thank you guys so much for all your support. I do truly appreciate it. Remember to stand out, be different, have fun, go further beyond in everything that you do. My name's Cody. You call me further. I'll see you all next one. Bye guys.